Do you have $3,000 to $10,000 to spend? If the answer is yes, Facebook. This is the most consistent platform that I overall all the platforms that I look at. Number two, if you don't have a lot of money, you can go with the organic TikTok route. However, that is great, but you're going to see a lot of inconsistency because it's just how organic is. You have to be a person that understands how to capture attention. You have to know your audience. You have to know what your audience wants. Then first understand what are the problems that your customers going through. My buddy's, hey, do you want to work with Tom? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'm down. So from there, I started to really gain a lot of experience with spending a lot of money, like 100K days, doing $5 million runs. So that's one of the reasons why I got really good at what I do, is because I was able to spend 200K days on those accounts, right? I gained a lot of experience. Did that for a year and a half. And then from there, he went for in-house. I did my own stuff, started to do my own agency and my own brand. Now here I am doing $1 million months like it's nothing, right?
Right.
So that's pretty much how I got to the point where I'm at. Oh my, let me backtrack real quick. So
Sure.
when I was by Taiwan Business Program, I was broke. So I told my mom, can I borrow $1,000? She goes, well, I used some persuasion on her. She agreed.
Already learning.
Yeah. And now I'm paying her bills. You know what I mean? So that's
Damn.
that's I'm
Congrats,
happy.
man. That was a good investment for her, I guess.
100%. She invested in her son, and her son's not paying her bills, and she's chilling
Damn,
now.
that's beautiful, bro. That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's pretty much, keep it as short.
Yeah, that's a great introduction. I love it. I actually had no idea about almost any of that. So, yeah, we didn't get to talk too much, I guess, at Noah's event, but
No, we
you
did
know,
it.
you were saying, you got like 40 clients and you got all these things. I'm like,
Oh,
holy shit, this guy's actually. And you were like, yeah, you weren't like outspoken or anything, you were just like doing your thing. So it was
yeah.
just really interesting. I came out of that event thinking like, wow, sometimes the people that look like they're just like the like most successful person ever are just getting like completely lapped by people that are just chill, that you don't really think too much about it. That I find that so interesting, bro.
But yeah, you'd be surprised, man. It's always the quiet guy sometimes, and it's always the guy that's just doesn't care about like presence, doesn't
Yeah,
care about being the center of attention. Some people do, and that's okay. That's not a problem.
right.
I just feel like, this is why I'm always a student of the game, whether you're above me or you're below me. You can always learn from someone.
Yeah, so now let me ask you, let me kind of be sort of like my audience member right now. I'm trying to think, okay, like what would they really want to know from you, since you're obviously now running ad spends to like the 100K mark, but I'm sure you're also helping other people get their start and learn how to scale, for example. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, we have a Discord, where people can join in, and if they want to learn how to scale to like how I scale, I'm talking about like 10K days, 30K days, but consistently.
Right.
Um, I think that's the value that I provide for this community, is like understanding how to scale to a bigger position. And the way I look at it is it's just like the gym, right? You go to the gym, you're working out, and you're looking good, right? You're working out, you're eating well. But then you look at the other person that's working out really fucking hard, and you see it when you look at him, right? He's
Yeah.
focused, dedicated. You know that he's there seven days, 3 hours a day, 7 days out of the week. That is who I am in the econ space. I am
Mm,
the guy that fucking pushes it, and I am the guy that teaches people that you can also do 30K days, 1 million per month, and I help you guys understand how to do it. Because one is mindset, believing that you can do it. And because when you scale that to those numbers, bro, you feel like this feeling of like uncertainty. Like, dude, what if it fucks up? What if that's okay? You're supposed to feel that way.
right.
So I teach
That's a good
people,
sign.
yeah, it's a good sign. So I teach people, you got to be in the zone of uncomfortable, and you got to go hard. Okay. So Discord is where kind of like I share that information on pushing people to the next level. So that's kind of like who I am overall as a person. Honestly, everything I do, I go hard.
Oh, oh God, that's my. Is that your Discord? Or
I was-
is
I just
Oh, that was a huddle on
that's how
Slack.
how to
Nice.
like, now right now we're doing an important call right now.
Yeah. So okay, so I'll ask you a little bit about the scaling then, because that's really interesting. But I also want to kind of go a little bit from the 0 to 1. Do you mind if we start sort of at like, let's say somebody that's just started their business, just started their e-commerce store, maybe drop shipping, maybe it's a brand, whatever it is, maybe even a software, who knows? What would you do to someone like that to get them started with paid ads, for example? Or is that even not what you would suggest? Like maybe TikTok organic? What do you think?
There's multiple ways to go about it, right? One, do you have money to spend? Do you have $3,000 to $10,000 to spend? If the answer is yes, Facebook. Facebook is the most consistent platform that I overall over all the platforms that I look at. Number
Mm-hmm.
two, if you don't have a lot of money, you can go with the organic TikTok route. However, that is great, but you're going to see a lot of inconsistency because that's just how TikTok organic is.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the Facebook paid side, okay? For me, it's always going to be, do you have enough content to test on Facebook? So you have to be a person that understands how to capture attention. You have to know your audience. You have to know what your audience wants.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, for example, you're starting from scratch, whether it's drop shipping or any type of tool that you're trying to sell, SaaS. Then first understand what are the problems that your customers going through. What I like to do is I go to Amazon and I like to do some research. So I'll look for a product that's very similar to mine, and I go scroll down to the reviews, and I look at the reviews that has the most votes. And in that case, that's called CI. CI is collective information, right? Which is more powerful than AI actually. The reason being is because you have a group of people that agree that this product works well because of X.